Hi there, and in today's video I'm going to show how to make a DIY wooden vent cover. So I'm Darren and I'm your host and you're watching Darren DIY. And now, without any further ado, grab a drink or something to eat and I hope you will enjoy. So first, I started by squaring one side of a piece of oak that I had. After this, I cut off a piece from the wood, which was around 15 centimeters in length, since the vent hole that I was going to cover was 8 centimeters in diameter. After cutting it to the rough size, I roughly sanded the whole thing using a 60 grit sandpaper hooked up to my orbital sander. After sanding it, I marked some lines so that I could make cavities for the vent. As I was making these, I noticed that the vent cover was too large in the width and a bit oversized in the length, so I ripped a few centimeters from each side on the table saw that I have just recently made. After that, I grabbed a drill and using a Forstner bit, I drilled 5 holes on where I had marked the lines earlier. At first, I was going to make a whole cavity by drilling holes at the ends and cutting it out using a jigsaw. But since I have a rat and mouse problem in my basement, I figured that holes would be better, so I drilled holes instead. After this, I quickly sanded the whole thing, rounded the edges a bit, and then headed to the finish. I stained this a light oak color and gave it 4 coats of Danish oil. If I wanted, I could have left it as it was, without any finish, as I was pretty sure that the rats were going to go nuts on this vent cover to try to go through it, but I still gave it a finish. After that the finish dried, I drilled holes in the vent cover for screws, and used a countersink bit so that the screws get countersunk. Then I marked and drilled the holes for the screws. And then finally, I screwed the screws in place. At the end, the vent cover came out pretty well and air and water could pass very easily. Also, it didn't stay this nice for very long, as after a few days, the rats gnawed on this whole vent cover. So that's it for this video. Make sure to stay safe and always have fun. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.